Heidi ho, my friends. We are back on the charts, ready for maximum damage. What's going on, Algo? Good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, TikTok? Good to see you. What is happening in the trading universe? How was the weekend? It was nice getting away from the charts for a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but for me it was good to do that. Just kind of reset, you know? Just have a little bit of a reset. And we changing up the time a little bit. Just trying out NYSE, which is opening right now. Max Pain. That's right. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Gotta get my levels. You can see I haven't been on the charts for a while. Look, my resistance and my support are way down there. I haven't been on the charts for a bit. It's been nice, to be honest with you. It's been nice to just step away, you know, just do some other stuff. Been working on content for the channel, and yeah, it was busy. Stayed deep in the charts. Yeah, new indicator's a monster. Is that the one you've been working on, Algo? Or is that my bacon indicator? Because that one's a monster too. Okay, good. New York Stock Exchange just opened. Let those first candle kind of breathe and do its thing, which is I like that. I like that a lot. Give it some time. Doesn't look like I missed much in New York. The opening of New York started at 8 o'clock. Not a whole lot of price action. Tradable price action on gold. NQ might have been able to catch a little bit of a buy here, but then again, really kind of some shit wicks. What's going on, piece of New York? Doing great, my friend. I guess I'm also a piece of New York now, right? Good to see you. How are things? Welcome in. Welcome to the new start time. We'll see how this works out. I know a lot of people who live in like Asia, Australia are probably going to be way too late for them, probably in bed by now, but I want to see if I can make this schedule, or at least I'm going to test the schedule out this week, coming in at 9:30 and see how it goes. Cause I just have caught nothing, really, nothing worthy of my time in the New York Open. I really want to take advantage of the New York Stock Exchange volume. I'm going to sitting out the first candle, of course, because of this. This is absolute insanity right now. NQ is having a laugh, right? It is just going off the charts, crazy like always. So I'm just letting it breathe, letting it do its thing. Chicken wang. Cool. Jamming. Oh, you know what's weird? None of the chats are showing up on screen. Why? I think there's an update or something that I need. I don't know. It's strange. There was only a way I could update this or refresh it without crashing the whole thing. What's going on, Tim? Good to see you, my friend. Hey, Mr. Options over here. How's it going, dude? Really love seeing that you started on options, and you're not going to regret it, man. It's going to be slow at first. It's going to take some time, but you're not going to regret it. Look at this candle. Hello. What is going on here? NQ. Having a melt. Good. Glad to see volume. Anybody who says there's no volume in the market during Christmas? Yeah, I'd say there's volume. Can't wait to get started. Just trying to figure out how it works before I click something wrong and all the money is gone. Yeah. I would suggest, Tim, if you have a paper trading function, to start there. That way you can figure it out and you can learn first before you're using real money. That's what I did. I did that for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, I traded options specifically on a paper account, just so that way I could understand it. And, you know, I can teach as much as I can here, but you hit a point where you're like, I just have to do it myself to really understand and learn. Man, look at this candle, man. This is insane. This NQ candle is freaking falling off a cliff. Like I've said before, NQ takes the stairs, right? See it? It's taking the stairs all the way up, right? And then nosedive straight off a cliff. NQ, you are one cheeky bastard. You know that? Welcome to New York Stock Exchange opening candle. This is absolutely crazy. Yeah, they have this function. Yeah, absolutely. Trading Lab, good to see you. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. I 100% recommend it, Tim. At least start there. And then, you know, keep track of your profits. Keep track of your profits and keep track of, well, you won't really lose. If you do it correctly, you won't lose, but keep track of that stuff. I would say if you can, try and, it's only about a week, but I was going to say try and do as much as you can in the next week. You know, within reason, being that it's Christmas and all that stuff, right? But the first of the year, I predict things are going to really pick up. I think that options, like one of my tickers, SMCI, is going to rocket. I hope so, because it sucked the last 2 months. How many Bullion accounts can you have together to trade? I believe 3. 3, and then after that, if they're master accounts, you have to get approval to get more. But 3 is the sweet spot. Yeah, I did. I got assigned. Yep, I got assigned SMCI. I'm sure it's a nuance, but when the market is in an uptrend and then you get a large red candle that flushes, what do you look for in a type 2 to go back to the uptrend? It can go one of 2 ways. You can have this candle here that we're currently watching. You can have it completely reverse, and then it's not really technically a type 2. Or you can have it create, you know, a medium-ish body candle to show, okay, we've actually reversed, but you kind of need long bottom wicks for that. You'll need 2 long bottom wicks, which, you know, the industry calls them tweezers or whatever, right? 2 long bottom wicks, and then creates a nice green candle, and you're like, okay, it's definitely come a lot back up. You get yourself a nice retest, and then it pushes back up. That's what I would be looking for. What's going on, Biblical? Good to see you. Greetings and salutations. Yeah, look at NQ. It's insane. I'm sitting here staring it right in the face, looking at it. This candle's crazy. Can't figure out why my chat is broken on the screen. I really wish it wasn't. Hang on, I need to open a new tab, but I don't want to hit you guys with a white screen like flashbang. So give me 1 sec here. Where is it? Just hide that for a sec. Okay. All right, good. Okay. Oh, yeah. Appreciate that. Peace in New York. You're the man too, man. Got the free 300K Apex account from the Desi. And almost 18K. Wow, that's crazy, man. Was that from this guy? Did this guy give it to you? No. Yeah, I had it. Let's see. Sorry, the screen is frozen. It's going to be frozen for a second. All right. Yeah, it's been, man, I've been growing like crazy on this channel, you guys. It's been, wow. I've had this channel for about a month and a half now, ish. And I've just been seeing insane numbers coming in, and on TikTok too. It's been awesome. Pretty good feeling, not to be cocky or anything, but a pretty good feeling that I might become one of those known traders in the industry. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna throw as much as I can. Yeah, gonna throw as much as I can. But if I'm making people real money, like in options and stuff, then we're in business. Oh, that's crazy biblical. Wow. That's a big payout. Jeez. Can you imagine getting that payout? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Great info. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it, trading. Yeah, I'm going to keep it going, man. I'm going to keep crushing it as much as I can. And it's nice to put the shorts out. And I know you guys watch them and stuff, which I really appreciate. You know, I want to start creating option shorts here. But the difference is that it's harder for somebody to really grasp the subject. It's harder to break it down into bite-sized learning pieces. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to do that. I like you because there's an adult language, not random info. Yeah, and bad language. Yeah, absolutely biblical. And I try to, sometimes I'll slip every now and say a curse word. I try not to. I probably will never say the F word on stream. I like to show up with some professionality a little bit. I don't know. At the same time, I can't talk about faith and stuff in one sentence and then be dropping F-bombs in the other, you know? So I don't know. I try and keep it clean-ish. Every now and then I might drop the S word and be like, holy, look at this, you know? But for the most part, it's somewhat family friendly, I guess. I've seen some other streamers that they just straight up like, nah. No, there's no boundaries. One thing I'll never do is yell at the people that are watching my stream. And for some reason that seems to be a thing in trading where you're just an idiot. If you're in an TikTok, I'm not saying this about anybody, so ban me. I'm saying I'm against this. But people do that. They'll just be really mean to their listeners. And I'm like, come on, man. That person is giving you hours of their time. Like, they could be doing anything else in the world. And here they are on your stream watching you. You should be grateful. You know, you should be kind to them. Not just because they're in your stream, but just in general. So, you know, or there's some other traders that just have a complete meltdown on screen because they lost a trade. I'm like, come on, man, grow up. You know, like, you're just doing it for the views or the reactions or whatever. And it's like, there's a right way to do things. There's a wrong way to do things. You can still have good energy. You can still bring an audience. You can still interact and have fun and gain respect without doing all the bad things. You know, like screaming at your the person in your chat that keeps asking the same question or asks a really dumb question or whatever, right? You know, it's just, I don't know. It's just not, it's not me. It's not my style. I won't do that. I might say, you know, I might be a little firm with them or something, but I won't shut them down. I'll still treat them like an adult, like a human with respect, right? It's not like they're a dog or something that bites your foot or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. But I started, when I first started streaming, not when I first started streaming, when I first started watching other streamers, I would see that where they would just like, I had one guy call me some of the worst things ever. I'm like, I'm just asking a question. And he was like, he expected me to already understand his concept. And he was like, if you don't understand, go learn and then come back. Otherwise, sit there and shut the F up. And I'm like, you know, I'm older than you. You're 34, not, you know, whatever, 32 or whatever. Respect your elders. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this guy. I got better places to be. And after that, that's when I found Dan. And I was like, okay, this is a better community. Way better community. Can't figure out for the life of me why my chat is not working on screen. So this candle we're watching right now comes all the way down, creates a long bottom wick, comes back up, flips and closes green. We may have ourselves something here. We may have ourselves something. But I just want to say to everybody who is here, I appreciate you showing up. It's good to see you every day. Much respect. You chose to be here instead of somewhere else. So thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching my stuff and for the likes and stuff. Every single watch time, every single watch minute, every single watch hour counts towards the whole thing. So I really appreciate every single one. Yeah, and Merry Christmas to you too. Crazy, what's going on? Good to see you. What is happening? Welcome into the stream of streams. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yeah, I decided this week to still continue trading on stream. I didn't want to just like jump off the charts. I mean, we live in New York, right? We can get away with it a little bit. Asia, possibly London, I don't know. But in New York, we've got volume. So if there's volume, I'm showing up. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not going to just disqualify a time because everybody else is. Appreciate you too, Seth. Thanks for being open, transparent, and real. Absolutely, Tim. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, happy to do that. It's the only way. It's the only way. I have to be genuine because you know what? I'm 38. My BS meter's pretty good. I can sniff out BS pretty good. I've been around a little bit. And so knowing that, I have to know that other people also can sniff BS really well. So I'm not gonna give any BS because then people are gonna pick up on it and that's just not good. You know, you'd be phony pretty quick. So really my only reaction and response is to be genuine. And I want to be genuine and transparent and show up every day. And if I can help some other people make a little bit, even if it's $50, $100, we're not making 50 grand here in 1 month, you know, but I don't know, maybe eventually. What's going on, Tia? Thanks for the follow on TikTok. Appreciate you very much. Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome to the crew. Yeah, been around a while. Also in this camp. Yep. True, but people are just really hard to find genuine people. I agree. Tim, I agree so much. I have to deal with that at work. And I'm like, you know what's nice about this here? I have a little bit of control in the environment. Not like I'm a control freak or anything, but when you work a job, right, you don't have control over your bosses or the people you work with or your customers or whatever, right? In trading, we don't have customers. We don't have a boss. We don't have product. We don't have services. We don't have distribution. We don't have clients. I love that word. I'm a client, right? We don't have any of that junk. It's our little bubble. It's our little world. We kind of control it a little bit, right? To take it to the next step, while streaming, I'm able to create a real of an environment as possible, and I like that. Like, we'll talk about the hard stuff. We've done that before. I've told you guys stories before on this channel. Crazy stuff that's happened to me. You know, with my kids. I've potentially seen an alien. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, we'll talk about anything and everything. The only thing I'll keep it low on is like politics and stuff, and keep religion to a minimal. As much as I have my faith, it turns people away, and I don't want to turn people away, right? So I try and keep those things to a minimum, but we'll talk about other stuff. Yeah, exactly, Tim. Yeah, I'm thinking about going back and finding that and then making a long form video out of it. But then people might be like, who the heck is this guy? I came here for trading and this guy's talking about weird stuff he's seen in the woods. You know? Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. This is a pretty massive reversal here on NQ. We're at 8 minutes for this candle, but like I've said before, if you guys have watched anything on my channel, you'll know that I've called this out so many times, where it comes all the way down and then reverses all the way back up. NQ loves this fake out breakout. It happens. It was a breakout fake out. It happens so many times, especially in the New York Stock Exchange. NQ has a personality. And it's risky because this candle could also just completely melt back down, right? But it might reverse all the way back up first. NQ is a weird ticker. But, you know, the thing about NQ is when you see this breakout, fake out, right, what's happening? Well, NQ is traded based on tech companies, and the New York Stock Exchange opens and those tech companies go live. People start actually trading like real market, back and forth, right? The S&P 500, which is if we were to follow ES, does the same thing, but it's based on the top 500 companies. So what's really happening here is when that bell goes off, NQ really wakes up. It's really alive now. It's not like futures the rest of the day. It's like actually on, right? And so people show up, the same people show up every single day to NQ. They have a little bit of a pattern, right? We're humans. We're pattern driven. So it makes sense that NQ has this pattern almost every single day. Five-minute closes above 775. You're long. Yeah, we'll see how this current candle closes. I can move my levels now. I think it's come back. I don't know why my YouTube chat is broken. Sorry guys, I don't have chat on screen. It's not working. So I don't even know if you guys ever read chat on screen, but I'm gonna have to figure it out later. I don't know why. I don't know why it's broken. Maybe I might need to update something, but wow, look at this reversal. This is pretty huge. This might be too much. I'm kind of thinking this reversal in NQ might not give us a chance unless we can get a top wick here on this current candle. You guys, the bacon strat video, you guys remember the bacon strat video? On TikTok. If you want to follow my TikTok, check this out. Oops. On the bacon strat video on TikTok, I did a little bit of a promotion and it got 3,500 views. I got 3,500 views. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. Any holiday today? I don't think so. I'm gonna check the news real quick. Don't think we got anything. Let me see. Forex. You guys want to check news? Go to forexfactory.com. Yeah, the bacon strat. No news today. Tomorrow, prelim at 8:30. But we're going to start the stream at 9:30. And then... hang on a second. Sorry, somebody was coming in. Let's see. So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the markets will be closed on Christmas Day. Maybe. Yeah, it says bank holiday. So, I'm thinking... I think Friday the 26th is also closed. However... we can still, I'm still planning on doing my options stream. If you guys are interested. Bacon strat, dude. I know. I went back and watched that. I sound like I'm straight out of American Pie. Or, dude, where's my car? I was pretty tired that day, but then, yeah, it was awesome. When that happened, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was just blown away by the fact that it did that. It was so awesome. Yeah. Like, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, the fact that that's not the first time that's worked out. That's what blew my mind, is that this has happened before. And realistically, I was just able to read the market correctly, you know? So I guess there's the real skill was the fact that I was able to pick the right direction for NQ. And then I just tossed the bacon up there, but either way, it's still good. It's still good fun. It's still good fun. Freaking bacon strat. Yeah. Oh man, it's so good. One minute till this candle closes. Looking pretty sus. Looking pretty sus on NQ. Gold having a little bit of a reversal here, which isn't bad, but it's a little too late. I don't trust any of this. Same. Yeah, same crazy. Even if you were to buy it here, you're got to be out by that level, right? So I've done this before, right? Where you look at this and you're like, okay, we want to trade, we want to buy this candle. All right, well, here's the problem. Your stop loss is going to be down here, which is massive. You're going to need yourself a 300 tick stop loss, and then your take profit is going to be here where this next level is, and that's only about 100 ticks away. So you're going to risk 300 ticks worth of this trade to gain 100. Can't do that. It's backwards. That's the ratio is off. You need a 1-to-1 ratio or a 1-to-2 ratio in your favor, not a 2-to-1 ratio, which is what we kind of have right here. So, not really a safe setup. Unless you want to scalp it, grab 5 ticks and run. You get yourself a little rat scalp. Like a little rat comes up and grabs the crumbs and runs away. You could do that. And the thing with that is you do that enough times and eventually you'll have built the entire cake. I said that to my boss at work. I was like, well, I say if I get enough rat paychecks, then maybe eventually I'll be able to build the rest of the cake. And she didn't really know what to say. But I was being honest. Like, you guys are not sharing the cake. I'm just getting the crumbs that are falling on the floor. So, okay, eventually I'll be able to rebuild the whole cake. Thanks. That's how I said it. And it was like, she was a little bit stun-locked. She didn't know what to say. Yeah. Biblical, did it pass, baby? Let's see. Pass it in less than 1 day. That's sick. I'm just looking at your Discord, Biblical. Nice. Nice work. That's awesome. Sweet. That's good stuff. Congratulations. You know what? Exclamation congrats for Biblical in the chat for passing an account. Go get it. Go get it, Biblical Tim. Go get it. Nice work. Nice work. Love it. Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you got the account for free, then you can't, honestly, can't. That's a good thing and a bad thing, right? Right? Turn the moving averages off. That's funny, crazy. Yeah. That's what we've done. Look, no indicators. Well, that's the thing with a free account. It's a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because you didn't have to pay for it. It's a bad thing because you can't really take it seriously. If you blow it, you're like, it was free. If you pass it, you're kind of like, it was free. It's something weird about the fact that you're actually spending real money on it. What about gold? GC, do a 30-minute, 1-hour look. Good for confirmation of a type 2. Let's take a look. Let's have a look-see. GC and MGC kind of move the same. So they pretty much do move the same, but we'll look at GC. Yeah, pretty much the same. Let's see here. Have ourselves a look-see. Well, it is overall bullish, which is good. It is moving up. It's starting to slow down, though. Man, they had a big move there. Look at that. Gold doesn't usually do this where it reverses like that. So it's moved up a lot, which is good. Might have broke all-time highs. I bet it did. Let's take a look and see if it broke all-time highs. Yeah, look at that. That's each candle there is a monthly candle. I hate these stupid these. Get these off the screen. These lightning bolts. Well, like it's starting to move up again. That's good. That's good. The weekly was pretty bad there for a while, if you guys remember. We had this big move on gold, and then it just went flat. And a lot of people lost accounts right here. This was like October, and then this was November, December, somewhere like that, right? And it's just garbage. But the fact that it closed above now, and it's moving again is good. What's going on, Juan? Good to see you. I'm doing good, my friend. ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? ¿Cómo estás? So, yeah, I'm seeing an interesting thing. I'm glad gold is moving again. But on the lower time frames, see, look at NQ real quick. I didn't trust NQ, and that's why. Just didn't look, it looked a bit sus to me. It still could flip here. If NQ flips, that would actually be good. It'd be good. If it flips green, it'll probably keep going. We may not see type 2s on gold. We might see type 1s. Basically a continuation versus a reversal. Okay. Yeah, went up 100. Yeah, absolutely. Started popping off during football. Yeah. I was watching football yesterday. Both of my teams lost. Gold on Asia was a rocket. Yeah. It's good. All right, let's see. 15 minutes. We'll have to see. Price action is still a bit dodgy on gold. I'm not really seeing anything clear. It's a lot of, you see these wicks. I've got some wicks here that are sus. And it's like, it's going in opposite directions. So I can't really get a pulse on gold just yet. And then, of course, NQ is not making up its mind either. Or how my options are doing. Real quick, while we're waiting, I've burned it in my head that getting assigned the shares isn't failure. It's just moving to step 2 to the wheel. But does that mean it's on its way to failure? No. No, not at all. And I'm glad you burned that in your head, because I think I burned that in your head. That's good. That's good, crazy. That's correct. Because what you're doing is once you get assigned, now instead of holding the cash as collateral, now you're holding shares as collateral. And it's essentially the same thing. Now you can sell a contract against your shares and make a premium against your shares. And you'll do that until your shares get called away and somebody buys them. And they'll usually buy them and you'll make a profit off of that. The worst case scenario is that you just hold your shares for a while. That happened to me. I have PayPal. I bought PayPal. I sold a PayPal contract around $76 and it's been stuck around $60. And so it's come down and it got assigned. And so I'm holding 100 shares of PayPal and I'm just continuing to sell contracts against it. They're expiring. I'm keeping the premium and I'm still selling more contracts. They're expiring. I'm keeping the premium. And then eventually, when PayPal goes back up, it'll hit that strike price of my original entry at 76, and then the shares will sell. They will sell, and then boom, I get all that cash back, and I start the wheel over again. Okay, good. Yeah, good question, man. Really good question. Really good question. Because you guys haven't seen the call side yet, right? The covered call side yet, because in the options we're just doing cash secured puts because we have the cash, and then once we get the assignment, and it will happen, you will get assignment. It's just part of the process. I would say 8 out of 10 times you won't get assigned. But when you do get assigned, you're like, okay, cool, I'll just continue the process. Still make more money. Still make money on the contracts. Maybe I should just switch to options every day. I know options can be kind of boring on a daily basis because you're like, well, nothing's changed. Whereas like this changes, like here on futures, it changes like so much. What I'll probably do, guys, eventually, I don't know, I gotta think about this, but I'm thinking is right now we are doing the paper trading account. I don't know, I'm a little torn about this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but part of me wants to show my real account because I want to show you what I'm really doing in the market, right? Right now we're doing paper trading for training for you guys, but I think what we'll do is we'll do that for a while, and then when you guys got it down and you're doing real trades in your real accounts, then I might switch out of paper trading and just use that for teaching sessions, and then go through and talk about what I'm really doing in the real market and show you guys the real money that I'm making, which may be impressive, may not be, but at least it'll be real and transparent, right? Because if I just did the paper trading forever, eventually you guys might be like, well, are you really doing this? Are you really doing this in the market, or is this just whatever, right? So I want to eventually make that switch. I just don't think it's not there yet, because in my real account I've already basically purchased, and I've already purchased shares, and I've already got everything set up. It's already hands off. Whereas in the paper trading account, I have the ability to do that stuff with you guys live, and you guys will remember, oh yeah, I remember we took that trade on Walmart. Holy crap, I can't believe this happened, blah blah blah, or whatever. Whereas my real account, I did all that trading without anybody around, which I guess is, that's how most traders do, most streamers do their trades off screen when nobody's watching. Right? Yay, NQ's barcoding. Let me get my scanner out. Where's my scanner at? I don't have one. So I can scan NQ and see how much it costs. What is happening, Allison? It is good to see you. I know it is extremely late for you. I am so happy to see you, though. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, it's pretty late. I was a little worried, that my peeps in Australia, New Zealand, Asia weren't going to be able to catch the stream because I started at 9:30. But hey, you're here. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hopefully you're not wrecking your sleep schedule. Yeah, you betcha, Tim. And when you get those options assigned, you can still earn premiums. Exactly. And that's why this setup and system works. Looks like we just closed the 10 o'clock candle, which is a 1 hour and the 4 hour. So there's going to be some volatility here. And that's the thing, right? That's how, I've said this before. Trader A, hang on. Trader A is just buying and selling stocks. They'll buy a stock and it'll sit there for years, maybe not years, but it'll sit there for a long time before it comes back up and they sell it. So they have to wait sometimes months to collect any profit at all. And we're selling the exact same stocks, but we're collecting profit as we go. And that's the best part about it. Been in a trade. I've been in a trade and worship music creation hole. Yeah, and falling asleep. And that, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, but either way, I appreciate you popping in. Yeah, appreciate you popping in. Yeah, it's a good time to do some worship music. Yeah, no, thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Yeah. Part of the OG crew. Yeah. Yeah, we got the OG crew here today. It's good stuff. We'll see how me coming in at 9:30 works. I don't know. My schedule at work might change shortly, so that might affect it. I don't know. I work nights, and it is a little rough for me to get up at 7:30. And lately, the first hour, like hour and a half before NYSE, I've just caught really nothing good. I took a trade last week, and I took 2 losses last week. Pre-New York Stock Exchange Open. So, I don't know. I really like having this volume. Like 15 to 30 minutes to 45 minutes after the stock exchange opens, it chills a little bit and starts creating structure. And that's when I'm like, okay. And I've noticed that setups typically lately have been forming between now and the next like 45 minutes to an hour. So we'll see. We might not get anything. I'm kind of expecting to get nothing because of this, Christmas week or whatever. But that's all right. That's all right. Lately, I've kind of been focusing on growing the channel than growing the account. Like I actually enjoy doing this a lot. I love hanging out with you guys and building an audience and stuff. All right, let's see. NQ has that level there. It's pretty ugly on the way down. We got a nice little gap right there. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Allison. It's nice of you to say that. Yeah. I'm kind of at a point now too where I'm on my own in a way. Right now I'm building a community on my own, and it's different. It's differentiating from the other guys in the mentorship where I bring a different angle. And so I need to tap into that, right? I need to tap into that and not like ride coattails or anything. So I'm trying to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody does that. I appreciate that. Yeah. I like to explain things, break them down, and I try to have as much patience with these concepts as possible. Yeah, duck blind for the win. That's right. Yeah. Be hard on problems, be hard on issues, but don't be hard on people. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be hard on the charts, concepts, issues, but we'll be easy on people. That's my goal. Yeah, I want to build a good community here. And I will never charge you guys for anything. I'll never do that. I'll give you everything I got, and it'll be a take it or leave it kind of setup. You know? It'll be a take it or leave it. And I think that's fair, you know? Somebody said to me the other day, like, well, you're on stream. You sit there in front of the computer. You're not making any money doing that. You're basically giving your time away. Yeah, right now I am. That's fine. And I'm like, okay, at some point, either the charts will pay me or Bullinox will pay me with their code that's on screen, or somebody else comes in, some other prop firm comes in, and I'm able to do account giveaways, and they pay to do that on stream. They're the ones with the money. Let them pay the bills, right? I don't know. Maybe that's not how the world works. We'll see. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think God will open up the floodgates. The markets here are... Futures is really freaking hard, right? This is really challenging. Yeah, exactly. That's a great way to put it, Allison. Sowing. Yep, absolutely. Yep, sowing. And I look at it that way too. Why charge and put that like paywall for information? Christ never did that. He said, "Oh, okay. You want to learn about the good news? It'll be $5.35, please." John, do me a favor. Give me some new paper for the receipt. I got a lot of receipts out here, and I'm running out of ink. That is not the way it works. So, yeah. Not saying I'm anywhere close to that, but I feel like it's just a better policy, and it's also rare. Like, there's a book that I used to read called The Purple Cow, and the concept of this book is you're driving by a field, and all of a sudden you see out there a purple cow. Are you going to keep driving? Or are you going to stop, at least look at it and say, why, what, that cow does not, something's different about that cow. It's purple. And his concept in his book is be a purple cow. Be somebody that's different. Be somebody who does something that's just extraordinary, just different. And so I kind of made the decision a long time ago. I spent a bunch of time and money to learn how to do this. So now I'm going to give it to you guys. I'm not going to do it in a way, though, that undermines anybody else. People can still sign up for mentorships and courses and one-on-one. But I'm not gonna ever do that. What did you need to do to create an opposite order? When you sold an option, 1/3 of the price, you set the put, or 1/3 of the actual price? Great question. So first of all, right click, create opposite order. And then what you want to do is you want it to be, you want to purchase your contract back when it's lost 75% of its value. So if we're looking at a contract that you sold for 100, you want to buy it back at 25. So it's actually a quarter. The 1/3 is what you're looking at when you're trying to figure out what's a good premium. You're looking at the 1/3, kind of the 1/3 rule. In the current price is this, the premium is this. I really want this price, this premium, to be like the number to be like 1/3. So if the current price of a stock is $300 and I can sell it for $100, that's a good premium to select. That's like about 1/3. Oh, I appreciate it. That's very, very, very kind of you, Allison. Yeah. There's too many paid traders out there. There's too many mentors. There's too many courses. There's too many. And I'm not going to be giving away anybody else's concepts, right? Like we're in the mentorship, right? I'm not going to be blatantly just saying this is how this person trades. I'm actually going to step away from that and say, I'm trading price action. Here's a reversal coming up. We're going to take this reversal, which you guys know is a type 2, right? But that's Dan's specific setup and trading. So I'm not going to copy that exactly, even though that's how I've been trained. I'm going to make it my own a little bit without giving away his secrets, because that's not fair. That's not right. I'm not going to do that. But then when it comes to options, Ain't nobody in the mentorships doing options, so I can do whatever I want. I'm going to take that one full blown. I'll take the wheel on that one. The wheel. I'll take the wheel on that. Hey, the wheel strategy. Okay. Hopefully, people in the mentorship, yeah, yeah, you got it, Tim. Good question. Another great question, man. I love these questions. Yeah, wordplay. Yep. I love these questions because I can see you're absorbing this concept and you're getting close, and I love it. Yeah, look at gold. Plus, also, how many times have we sat here watching futures, nothing is happening? Look, we didn't show up to the charts. We didn't show up to these buffoonery charts to make nothing. All right, I know right now, in the background, I've got options that are working for me. I have money working for me right now. In futures, you're just sitting here waiting to take a trade, which is fine. But I would rather have the ability or the opportunity to make passive income in the charts at the same time. Like, I think a couple days ago, I sold 2 contracts. Like last week, I made $500. Just in like 35 seconds. I'm getting close, but I feel like I'm still far away. Yeah, it will, and that's okay, Tim. Take your time. Definitely don't rush it. Open the paper trading account and put it in order right now. Nice. Excellent. Yeah. If you want to, you chuck a screenshot in the Discord if you have any questions like you did before. I'm happy to go through it. You have 6K in shares. Is that usable? Absolutely. Absolutely. The thing though is you need 100 shares of one specific ticker, one specific stock. It's got to be 100 shares because when the contracts are in 100 shares. So if you have 100 shares in one specific whatever it is company, you can use those 100 shares as collateral. So you don't even have to sell a put. You can start with a covered call if you have 100 shares of one company. So like 6K, I'm sure you don't have this, but you could have like 100 shares of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola trades around $60 per share times 100 is 6,000. Somewhere around there, and you'll be all right. You'll be right there. But and you probably don't have that, but you can always consolidate. You can say, okay, what I want to do is I've got 3 or 4 different companies I'm invested in, which is fine. It's good to diversify. But if you wanted to trade options, if you wanted to sell options, what you could do is you could say, okay, I'm going to sell off 2 or 3 of these companies and then buy the rest of the shares that I need for this one company, like SMCI or PayPal or Coca-Cola or something like that, right? Or Intel, something like that. NVIDIA, NVIDIA's pretty high, but Intel's good. Get your 100 shares in that company, and then you can start selling calls right away. And you can start collecting a premium. Instead of your shares just sitting there, like right now, you have them across 3 or 4 different companies. They're just sitting there. They might be growing a little bit. They might not. They might be flat. Hang on. TikTok's trying to shut it down. Now I'm a real human. Okay. You have 2.5 NVIDIA. Okay. And you can trade options on NVIDIA. You can consolidate it, get your 100 shares, and go from there. And then once you have your 100 shares and you sell it, you're making money. You're putting actual profit in your account. Just to own the shares. You already own the shares. Why not make money owning the shares? You get paid to own the shares. Right now, you just own them, right? And for a long time, I was like, well, I just own it. Why did my camera freeze? My camera froze on TikTok. If that makes sense. That makes sense. What happened? My camera crashed. I don't know. My camera crashed on TikTok. Sorry, TikTok. I don't know how to fix it. Yeah. TikTok is a mess. So, yeah. I want to show you guys eventually. I'll show you guys the stock and the shares. Now, what will look like too is something that we haven't got to yet. Is after you get assigned, it's gonna appear that your account has actually gone down, right? And your account didn't go down. You just bought shares, and so the cash value goes down because now you've just transferred cash into shares. So you like, okay, I started with 10 grand, I got assigned, and now my account's at 6 grand, I lost money. No, you didn't lose money. You purchased an asset. And that asset, this actually looks pretty good for NQ. Hang on a sec. It's pretty choppy. I'm in an RN. I don't know. It's choppy as crap to the left. Good price action, good price structure. What do I do? Yikes, NQ. It's traded a bottom wick here. But that would have tapped in and come all the way back up. NQ doesn't look too bad. No bottom wick. I'm going to pass. There's no bottom wick here or here. Really could use a bottom wick. Not a bad looking trade here on NQ. Sorry. I got distracted, but sometimes you just see it from across the room. I've been dying to learn this for 20 years. I had two friends many years ago that were doing this. I didn't understand what they were telling me until now. Thank you, Seth. Made it complex simple. Yes. That's why I showed up. So that I could provide that. Excellent. Good. More to come. It's funny because back in the day, 20 years ago, you would have to pick up the phone and you'd have to call a stockbroker and have them trade for you. Really before the internet. And I remember those days. And my dad was like, oh yeah, I have a friend. He lost a ton of money on, wait, how did he put it? Hedging. I don't even know the term he used. Basically, back in the day, it was all pencil and paper. Now you can manage your own account. It's so much better. And these strategies are complex. Can you imagine doing this over the phone? And the guy on the other end has got pencil and paper. Yeah, financial panthers, yeah. Oh, planners, yeah. Planners, yeah. You got me to say panthers. So, the fact now that we can manage our own account is sick. It's great. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Forget that. I agree. And it's no wonder people lost money. Right? Because if somebody like you or me had this level of knowledge sitting behind a phone call, and yeah, Panthers, yeah, they were, yeah. Sitting behind a phone call, and the guy on the other end or the gal on the other end don't know nothing, how easy would it have been to manipulate that trade? And this service still exists, right? But it's much different now. They put it in your hands. So now the concepts are like better, and it's like I just can't help but want to take advantage of that. I'm old enough to remember the days where you would pull over to the side of the road and put a quarter in a machine to make a phone call, and you would say, "Your collect call will be blah blah blah. Who is this from?" And you're like, "Hey mom, I'll be home at 10. Would you like to accept a phone call from? Hey mom, I'll be home at 10. No, that's okay. Thank you." You guys remember those days? I remember those days. So, not bad on NQ. Just struggling. I have to disqualify it. There's just too much chop to the left here. That level there is sus. This here is sus. There's a gap here, so maybe it'll fill the gap. I don't know. But it's probably just going to melt. Not bad. If you're going to take this, you probably will win. If you're going to take this NQ, you'll probably win. Now you just call Santa from the box? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just outside your age? Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Still good stuff. Oh, I called it. I called it. I called it. Look at this NQ melting. I called it. But I didn't take it because I am a wussy. This might have been my move today, and I didn't even take it. To heck! I don't know. Too choppy to left, and now it's going to melt through this gap here, so your fair value gap's going to get filled, y'all. I remember when you... Yeah, that's right. I remember that too. I remember that too. Yeah, you're like, oh, I don't want to hit... I can't hit zero. Zero's the operator. Wow, look at that. Oh, I should have taken it. Come on, man. Dang it. Radio station, yeah. Oh, I remember calling the radio station. Yeah. Hey, can you play this song? And then you'd wait days. You'd wait days for them to maybe play your song. Now you can just jump on YouTube and play the song. Like, that takes me back to the 90s, man. That's crazy. I forgot about that. I wanted to hear a song. I would always call in and ask for Tears for Fears because I love their music. And I'd say, can you play Mad World by Tears for Fears? And then maybe 2 days later they would play it. And I'd sit there and listen to the radio station for 2 days just to hear my favorite song. Now I can just literally click. It's a very, very mad world. Like, it's just crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy. Yeah, it's melting. It's melting, and I was like, oh, look, NQ. Did you guys notice something, though? I was completely talking about something different. And I spotted it from the corner of my eye. I was like, ooh, NQ. And I focused all my attention on it. That's how you know, 1, you've gotten to a level where you can recognize setups. 2, it's probably a legit setup. If it catches your attention, that's good. Pay attention to that. And I didn't. I didn't pay attention to that. Damn it, I should have taken it. It's a little too late to take it now. Yeah, and it's coming back up. The thing is, too, on the lower time frames, these are all green candles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these are green candles on the lower time frames. So it's moved back up about 100 ticks. Honestly, I missed it. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good continuation, but it wasn't perfect. And what kind of disqualified it for me was you have this long bottom wick over here as a rejection, created this new level, which is good, but this hammer, inverted hammer, is what really caught my attention. The fact that it came all the way down, had a nice retest, and then pushed, and then it broke beyond this level. So I was considering taking it about right here. Yeah, it wasn't perfect. But the thing is that the left over here, if this was, there's a level right here. And then there's a level right here. That's what disqualified it from me. I ignore this stuff. It will fill this gap eventually, but it could be 2 days from now. It doesn't mean it's going to be this exact trade. So if this level wasn't there and this level wasn't there and it was clean, I would have taken it. That was like the disqualifier for me. I would rather disqualify a trade. I'm okay with that. And it melt or leave without me than to justify a trade and just wing it. Look for the type 2 on gold. Yeah. Even though it's in the thing. Can you not just put the TP at the next level? Yeah, you can, but it's just not much of a trade. 30 ticks. Because this is how I look at it. So where's my stop loss at, right? Let's say you were to take it somewhere around there's about 30 ticks. Well, my stop loss is way above that. You see that up there? I don't know why my voice always has to break on stream. The stop loss would have been 115 ticks. So 115 tick stop loss to get a 30 tick profit trade. It's way out of balance. If you're going to go, you really need to go 1-to-1 at that point. Which you could have gone 1-to-1. But then you had those levels that it could have hit. Yeah, I know. I've got it right here. I have bad allergies and asthma, so it's all in here all the time. All right. TikTok, I'm going to restart the stream because it's broken. Yeah. Oh, it's back. Yay, it's back. Okay, I fixed it. Oh, appreciate it. Yeah. Blessings and salutations. Let's see gold do the do. Gold looking for a little bit of a breakout here would be nice. I am very bullish on gold. So if it closes above that level, we might be in business. But it's really got to give me a good retest. If it closes at that level, I'm just not going to be happy with that. Yeah. Yeah, poke it with a stick. Look at what NQ did. Look at this giant wick. All the way back up. That's crazy. Wow, that's insane. If gold does not produce anything here, we might not have a setup this morning. NQ completely reversed on itself. That's a massive, massive bottom wick. 200 ticks. Oh my gosh. 200 ticks. Insane. So what's it going to do now? I don't know. It could rocket up here, but... Oh, man. considering, wow, it's possible it rockets from here. That's a big bottom wick. Yeah, what the heck? Gold, you suck. Look how it closed. Right at the level. Terrible. Terrible price action. 0 out of 10. Gold, 0 out of 10. I know, rude. You ever have those streamers that scream in the microphone? And you're like, oh, my ears. L streamer. I actually have a limiter on my microphone, so it can't do that. It can't blast your ears. No, I didn't. No, I don't think I did. Where is this next level at? I can't find it. Come on, where is... Oh, there is no level. We're at all-time highs. We're at all-time highs on gold. I can't find a level to the left. Well, that makes things interesting. Considering the fact that I said that already earlier and forgot it is even more interesting. Well then, what do we have here? We have ourselves... We are making history on gold right now. Interesting. Yeah. Fly me to the moon. The sun among the stars. I love that song. Appreciate the likes, Zubair. Appreciate the likes on the TikTok. Thank you guys. Tia as well. Appreciate you very much. Welcome to the crew. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. I choked on my own head. Ah. Mulin. No, I never tried that. Is that like an herbal an herbal thing? Lung stuff. Oh, okay. No, I take I got prescriptions. I know it's Western medicine, right? But I got prescriptions for like stuff. You guys, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get really anything here in gold or in Q. Man, futures is so boring lately. I'm so much more excited in options. Like I want to go full-time options. Futures sucks. Yeah, sometimes I really hate trading futures. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, I spend hours watching these dumb candles and I get no results. But we're here. But I get so much more excited about options. Maybe that's a sign, right? You should go with what you know. I mean, I know futures too, but I don't know. It's just not as good for me. Oh, UAL. I opened a United Airlines contract around 100 and now it's at 115. So that contract's probably going to close here soon. Or I'm going to buy it back soon. That's... I remember when I said it made $500 last week? That contract is probably going to close this week, which means that I'm going to keep that money. That's a quick turnaround. Added screenshot on the options. Yeah, let me take a look. Have a look. See in the Dissy. Okay. Let me take a look. Okay, you're confused on what to do and how to reverse it. Is this the place yellow arrows where I should add the 25% of the sold, put my contract to buy it back? Let me look at the screen here. I'm looking at this. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Allison. For sure. Definitely. So I'm not used to your platform yet, Tim, so it's taking me a minute to look at active brokers and just kind of see and make sure I understand it. So the market, if touched, is basically going to be, if it comes up to that level, hits it, it'll execute. So on the right side, I know nobody else knows what I'm looking at. I'm just in the Discord looking at the trade. Let me bring it up on screen. If that's okay, Tim, I'm just gonna bring it up so I can talk you through it a little bit. I know you threw it in the Discord, so I guess it's public, but let me look here. Let's see if I can bring it up. Okay, cool. This song is so weird. I don't want to listen to it. Go away. All right, let's see. It's not letting me. Trying to bring up screen share and it's just not working. There we go. Okay. I would always say when you're doing closing, you want to do limits, Tim. But what I'm looking at is on the right here. I've never traded this this exact broker, but where my head is right here, it says exit strategy, and I don't know if that's a thing, but You could close your position now, which you don't want to do. You don't want to roll over. That's incredibly advanced and it's confusing. I don't recommend doing rollover. But right here you have exit strategy. I'm curious as to what that is, because if it says buy to close or something like that, that's what you want. As for the left side, so you see, let's see. You see where it says buy order. I'm curious. You sold the contract, and then you, how did you get to this screen? If you buy back the exact contract that you sold, you can, or you select the exact contract that you sold, then you can create a buy order. What you want to avoid is accidentally buying a different contract without having the cash collateral. You can get yourself in a really bad position. So it has to be literally the exact order that you sold. It has to be the exact same contract. Otherwise it'll do something different. Okay, you push create opposite order. Good. Okay, so then if that's the case, then I would say what you're looking at here looks good. I think you're in the right spot. I've never seen it say market if touched or limit if touched. You usually just see market or limit. After I sold, I pushed create opposite order. Yep. Okay. So then, what did you sell it for? What premium did you collect? $215? No, that's not right. Or $215? Is that what you sold it for? $215? Or $130? Do me a favor, if you don't mind, Tim. Drop these in the options. Drop these instead of in the main chat, because it takes up the whole screen. Drop them over in options wins review. I'm just gonna put in change the name to options review. That way it lives in that spot, and then we can come back to it, because the main chat, it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be gone by tomorrow. All right, let me save the change there. Push to exit strategy. Interesting. Okay. I think this is a little bit much complicated. What's going on? Hi, Rob. This is my options Discord. Let me share it with you guys so you guys can come in and take a look. This is where we make real money in the market. Let me share that out while Tim, if you don't mind moving those over. And then I don't think the exit strategy is the right spot. I think what you're already doing is the right spot. And I would probably do it as a limit order, not a market order. Yeah, you bet. Let's see here. Let me find the share. I gotta create a... where the hell is this? I can't remember where that stupid link is. There it is. Okay. I'm gonna pin it there. Okay, so my lights are saying it's time to stop streaming. Give me a sec. It's always one thing after another with these lights. I could turn them on with my phone. Maybe. I clicked it. Really? You make me look all weird. Turn on the orange. I have ADOS. Attention deficit. Oh, there goes a squirrel. That's what I have. Okay, cool. All right, so getting back. So what I think, I have the opposite order, confused of where to choose a where, yellow arrows. So yeah, what I would do is, all right, so what I would do, Tim, is this is, you're here. I don't know how much you sold it for. I think you sold it for $215. If that's the case, divided by 4, right? You're going to be probably around $53 or so. 215 divided by 4 is, yeah, 53. Okay. Then what I would do is I do limit price, and then change it to be around $53. And then what it should do is when the value of the contract deteriorates to $53, it will buy it back and close the position. That's what you want. You want it to close the position. Yeah. Yeah, change it to limit. I'm not sure what this destination smart, I don't know what that is, but I would say change it to limit. 53. Yeah, 53. If that's, yeah, 53 if you sold it for $215. Bro, $215 is pretty awesome. Limit if touched and around $53. Yes, if you sold it for $215. If you sold it for something else, I don't know what you sold it for. If you sold it for $1.30, then it would be less. But I think this is what you sold it for. It's hard to tell because I can see what SCMI is. Maybe you sold it for $1.15. I kind of need to know what you sold the contract for. I think you sold it for $1.15. Am I wrong on that? That's what I think. I think this is what you collected. I think you collected $1.15 on this contract. Yeah. This makes sense that it's $1.15 because the ask and the bid are between $1 and $1.15 right here. So that's basically saying you're going to sell this contract January 23rd, which is a month out, so it's a month-long contract. You're selling it. SMCI does trade around this, right? Your strike price is a 29. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So this is $1. You made $115 on this sell, and it's a 29. So that if the strike price is a 29, so if the strike goes above 29. If the strike goes above 29 and stays above 29, you will 100% win this trade. So you sold it for $1.15, $1.16. So divide that by 4. Right? So we'll just do $1.15 or 115 divided by 4 is 28.75. So what I would do, Tim, is I would buy to close this contract at a limit of $28. You could even, if you want to be a little bit greedy, you can drop it down to $25. The only issue with that is you're going to wait longer for this contract to close. The concept that we're going for here, this is why I do exactly 1 quarter. Yep, there you go. You got it. Limit if touched, $28. Yep. You can choose to keep more of the money. But the problem is you're exchanging time for money. It's going to take probably 2 or 3 more days for this contract to close. To make an extra $5, I would rather close it, sell another one. I would rather close it and sell another one. That's better. You can rotate that capital quicker, in my opinion. That's how I do it. Once that contract has lost 75% of its value, close it. Shoot, between 50 and 75%. The closer it is to 50, the quicker that contract's going to close, and the quicker you're going to be able to rotate that capital. That's the idea here. You want to keep rotating that capital, right? You don't want it to sit there for 45 days. Sure, you might keep the whole $115, but it took you 45 days. I would rather it close in 2 weeks. I made $85, and then I sold another one and make another $85. And so in 4 weeks, instead of only making, $116, I made $160 because I rotated it twice. Could it be $1.20? I added a screenshot. Sorry again. No, it's cool. No, I don't mind. Just when we're all done, just move them over to the trade, and you'll be fine. No, that $1.20 is when you click this screenshot, that's the current value of this contract. Post how you sold it. If you've already sold it, then you probably got paid around $115. And this is just fluctuating. It's just fluctuating up and down. At the moment you press the screenshot button, that's what the contract was worth, $1.20. So it's hard to tell. Let me see. It's hard to tell. I would say look at your total balance. Oh, it's right here. Here's the information you need right here. I got it. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. I don't know if I can. There it is, right there. Order filled. You sold 129 put contract for $1.01, which is $101. This is your order submitted at the market value, and it's sold and filled at $1.01. So you made $101. Literally, you clicked the button and made $100, dude. Congratulations. Yeah. So here's what it filled at. So then take 25% of that, which is basically $25. Buy it back at around $25. This contract, if SMCI starts to move up, this contract will close probably within a week or two, or even less. If not, if it continues to fall, you'll get a sign, but then you can sell calls. But SMCI has fallen and kind of hit in the floor. I think it's hit a floor, and I think it's going to start coming back up. Just my prediction based on the new year. I think it's just been in a lull, right? It's going to come out of this lull, hopefully, and it just starts coming back up. I think it's a good time to be in SMCI. And if you look at the trend over the years, SMCI does this, and it'll just do this for months. It never stays flat. It never falls and stays flat. It actually is like a wave. And it actually will come up for a while, then it'll come down for a while. Then it'll come up for a while and come down for a while. It's a little bit predictable. It's nice. Yeah, looks good, man. It looks really good. I like to see my man Tim is selling some contracts. Sick, man. Oh, this was an interesting play right here on gold that I missed. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have taken it. Too much green. And we're at all-time highs. We're at all-time highs, though. We might get back to a point here where it's just constant buys on gold. Yeah, crushed it, Tim. That looks good, man. Literally, I don't know if you did the if you're on demo, if you're doing paper, if that was your real account, but bro, congratulations, man. You sold your first contract and you got $100 like that. Now it's time to make some money. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So dude, I'm proud of you. You did it though. Like you got in there and you freaking did it. It's awesome. Heck yeah. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. And the best thing is that $100 hit your account and it stays there. It stays there until you decide to do something with it. That money is 100% yours. That money will never leave your account. That $100 will never leave your account. The money you put up as collateral for the trade will possibly leave your account so that you can buy the shares. But you're just going from one asset to the next. But the $100 that you clicked on that premium is 100% yours. Only way it leaves your account is if you buy back your contract, which is what we want to do because we want to rotate it. We don't necessarily want our money to buy the shares. We can, and we're fine with that, but the goal is not to buy the shares. The goal is to put our money up as collateral and collect premium. And then close our contract. Now we're out of that contract. Now we do it again. We collect more premium. That's the goal. The goal is to constantly be collecting premium. And that's why when you get assigned, it's not the end of the road. Appreciate the like C on the stream. Appreciate it. Oh, Trader's Date. I appreciate you sharing the live. Thanks, man. That's awesome. You're sick. Go check out Trader's Date. If you guys haven't seen Trader's Date, see if I can share. I don't know if I can. Trader's Date has some really funny videos of Dan. You guys gotta watch them. You guys gotta watch them. I think I'm gonna show one because there's one on. It's just funny. I gotta show you guys this. Let me show you. Trader's Date, I'm going to shout you out in the stream here. Yeah, there's one of his videos that I just absolutely love. Yeah, absolutely, Tim. Happy to do that. Happy to do that. Yeah, it is. It's once you see it, you can't unsee it. Oh. Okay. Oh, this is bad. I just pulled up TikTok. Look at it. Look at that. Oh my god. That's not the video I was planning on, but that is funny. That's not the video I was planning on showing, but that is funny. All right. Can you imagine? Oh, that's so bad. First stream you did this blew my mind. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, what the hell? No, I'm glad I was able to show you guys that because I was like, how is this not more of a thing? How is this not more of a thing? Okay, I gotta show you guys this video. It is really funny. This is Trader's Date, you guys. Go check him out. Give him a follow.
Breakouts. Liquidity.
Start over.
Order blocks. Breakouts. Liquidity. Fair value gaps. The four confluences work together in the market. But everything changed when Jerome Powell's army dumped everything. Only ICT, master of all four confluences, could save us. But when we needed him the most, he got liquidated. When 100 years passed,
Ready?
And a new trader was discovered.
In the baninging.
And all of his trading skills were great. He had a lot of back testing to do before he could give any payouts.
But I believe
It's so funny,
anyone
man.
can save the world.
Oh gosh, it's so funny. The last wick bender. Oh god, it's so good. It's my favorite video. Freaking Trader's Date kills me, man. It's funny. You guys gotta check him out. You're awesome, Trader. Keep doing it, man, because that is good stuff. And up a leaky. Ah, it's such a good video. Yeah, such a good video. That was good stuff, man. Yeah, gold is going crazy right now. Ah, interesting. NQ potential NQ here, I'm not sure. I don't know, his price action's weird today. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, gold, I don't know. Is it all-time highs? All-time highs can be confusing. If NQ were able to have a nice retest here, we might be able to buy it back up. But at the same time, there's no top wick on the last candle. Yeah, I don't think we got anything here. I don't think we got anything. Tim, I'm gonna move. I see you moved the trades over from the main chat. Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and move them out of the main chat. Okay, cool. Oh, you got a new question there? Let's check it out. Making the opposite order we talked about on stream. 25% of the 101 bot, $25. Yep. I don't know if I did it correctly, but it's on a paper demo account. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks correct. Trigger. Yep. Yeah, because what it's going to do is it's cool. It's fine. What it's going to do is you've been given the $100, and it's gonna debit or subtract $25 out of that $100 for you to buy to close. So that everything there looks correct. And then this is why we're doing it on paper, right? We want to make sure that it actually works, and that because you're trading a different broker than what I trade, so it's a little. I'm having to learn it a little bit, which is fine. But it should be about the same. And you know what else? Here's another way to look at it. Let's see here. If you look, Tim, at the bottom right-hand corner, it says your current position. It says -1 contract. That's correct. Yeah. So you're currently, it's showing that you're currently in that position. Don't worry about the return or the daily P&L or the unrealized. Don't worry about any of that crap. It doesn't mean anything until the contract has basically closed. Unrealized profits in options is not really a thing. It's not really a thing. So I wouldn't even worry about that. Don't worry about it until the contract is basically done. Yeah. I don't know. Tough markets on futures. Tough markets on futures. Considering that we were going to sell this and it would have got a good sell, but then it came all the way back up. I don't know. And we didn't get a good retest here. Gold is at all-time high, so it really can do anything it wants right now. I might just stay out of futures. I mean, I will still watch it and stuff, but I've got to see the perfect setup for me to take it. Oh, what's going on? What's going on, Puck? I missed you there. Sorry, man. Yeah, we're just looking at this for type 2, but I think it's not. There's no top wick here, which I guess you could say this candle is creating that. Maybe not though, because it hasn't reversed and there's no bottom wick. There's no reversal wick. So I'd have to stand this one down. I stand down a lot of trades. Yeah. So, okay. I think I'm going to jump off about 2 hours. I like doing about 2 hours a stream. I could do more, but I have a job I have to go to and all that. Yeah. So, awesome. If you guys have any more questions on options, I'm more than happy to go through them on the Discord. Let me just open this back up and show you guys real quick. In the Discord here, feel free. What the heck? Why isn't it showing? There we go. In the Discord, what's that say? I guessed him. I don't know, man. I guess so, yeah. I guess so. That's a weird freaking pop-up. But in the Discord, if you guys don't mind, if you have any options questions, drop them here in options review. And then if you have any reviews like what Tim did here, and if you guys have any just basic questions, drop them in the main chat. And we'll go through it. Sweet. Last thing is the Bull & Ox code's going to expire soon. So it's only got a few days left, like a week left. So if you guys want to get a Bull & Ox account before, I'm going to get maybe 1 or 2 possibly before it expires. But that code there, FV3NC, they don't do 91% very often. Like I say, you got about 1 or 2 times a year that they do 91%. So I like to grab them when I can. But if you guys want, if you want that code, it's there. You can grab it from the replay as well. Yep. Yeah, appreciate you, Allison. Exactly. Yep. Sounds good. Good to have you, and I hope you guys can really start crushing it in futures. I mean, in options. There's a lot of good potential. And Tim, once you like really figure it out and you're solid, you'll be able to advocate. You'll be like, dude, I just made like this much money, and it actually be real money that hits your account. It's gonna take longer. It's not as liquid or lucrative as futures, but at the same time, how many people here have actually like made 50 grand on futures? Very few, right? So over time, this is a compounding over time. Yeah, definitely open up a paper, think or swim. Yep, absolutely. You use it as a platform to learn. I promise you won't regret it. You won't regret it. Awesome. Cool. I'm gonna jump off. I will see you. We're gonna do 9:30 every day, probably even on Christmas. Why not? And I'm planning on doing an option stream as well. At the end of the week, I want to see what happened with all the trades that we took in the last stream. I haven't looked at it at all. Yeah. Oh, you're in the middle of your application. Excellent. Yeah. Sweet. I'm glad to see other people interested in this, not just me. You know, it's a little bit, takes a little bit to get into, but it is, I mean, you guys just saw on screen, Tim just made $100 like that, right? $100 will pay for a futures account or 4 of them if you use this code right here. Yeah, absolutely. Excellent, Allison. You won't regret it. You won't regret it, I promise. You know, you won't be rich, not now, but if you keep doing this in 10 years, you're going to absolutely crush it. 10 years is a long time, but at the same time, the compounding over time is what makes this strategy unstoppable. And you know, prop firms and stuff are great, but if a prop firm shuts down, then what are you going to do? You're screwed. You're at the mercy of what they say. I want to be the one that writes the contract. I want to be the one who sits here and says, no, this is what we're doing. Yeah, it is complicated, Tim, but it will come to a point where it's not. Pez jumping in. What's up, man? I'm just getting ready to close the stream. Yeah, no, happy to do that too. Anything aviation questions you've got, feel free. Feel free to throw them in like on a PM or something would be good. What's up, Pez? Wrong place to jump in, but we're good. We're good. Cool. Oh, closing now that Pez is here, we're gonna close it down. Yeah. Love to fly a helicopter, that'd be cool. Sweet. Let's continue to chat off stream if you guys are good. And feel free to jump in the Discord. We can continue to chat in the Discord. Good with that. Good with that. So, sweet. Thank you guys, everybody who's been here for the stream. I'll still be available in Discord. And do me a favor, like the stream on the way out if you don't mind. I would appreciate that. Oh, if you got something out of this, some kind of value. I wouldn't ask that question if I didn't feel like maybe some value was provided. So, awesome. See you guys tomorrow, 9:30, which is the stock exchange candle. We're going to open on the stock exchange candle, 9:30. We're going to do that the rest of the week. And I have the event posted in the Discord too, so you'll see it there. So, all right, literally the longest goodbye in the world. Yeah, 100% value. Cool. See you guys tomorrow and in the Discord after this.